Hi my favorite people, welcome to the world of fully hooded eye makeup, but this tutorial is for deep set eyes. Let's talk anatomy. Deep set eyes sit deeper in the eye socket with a more prominent brow bone, which means eyeshadow placement matters a lot. Because generic or wrong placement can make these eyes appear smaller and sunken even deeper. Some people have hybrid eyes, deep set and hooded, and deep set can be also monolidish depending on the fold. This tutorial is going to be super practical because I want you to be able to choose intensity like a menu. Soft, easy, everyday version, eyeshadow, mascara only, then we'll upgrade it. I love when makeup works like a transformer, like Lego, you know? It's great on its own, then you add one small piece and suddenly the whole vibe upgrades. We'll throw some sparkles, especially amazing for olive skin tone. And I'll show you two lash techniques. Super easy. Like absolute favorite. I recently discovered these lashes. Oh my god, I can't stop wearing them. And my beautiful friend Vera also loved it. I'm extra excited about this tutorial because once I filmed a tutorial with my friend Lera, and ever since then you've been asking for more looks with her. So she drove a long way to me again so we could film another holiday makeup together. Big applause for Lera. Please shower her with compliments in the comments. The only thing we've been struggling to set the lighting, it's still kind of like off, but you can still understand what's going on in here. Lera's skin tone is light, but undertone is olive, so I mixed nude and coral bases together and applying it as a color corrector with Apex Midi. Lera's eyes are close set as well, and Lera loves lined inner corners, so I have to be careful on that, and also I have to really lighten up her inner corners, like highlight them at the maximum. I'll be also extending this color correction on the eyelid because she's got a little bit of discoloration, as we all do, just in a different undertone. So also a little bit at the outer corner, as you can see, and I'm making sure that on the eyelid I have the tiniest amount of the product to prevent creasing. Now with Apex Maxi, which is X Bullet brush, I renamed the brush for those who missed the latest news. And so I blended everything nicely. Also, a lot of you been asking how to apply powder eyeshadows with these brushes, so here I am showing you because I read every single comment and your opinion matters. This flat blender is not random. If you place the top edge as a straight extension of your lower lash line, it automatically gives you the correct eyeshadow angle. So I'm not guessing where to lift. The brush is doing the mapping for me. When you flip the flat blender and move it towards the temples, you stretch the shape. That's how you elongate the eye without dragging it down. Now take the Apex Mini or Midi and dip into a medium dark shade, not too dark. You can even mix medium with dark and start placing it at a point that when you look straight ahead never drops below the upward direction of your lower lash line. That line is your boundary. Everything stays above it. That's how you keep the eye lifted. Usually I'm staying in front of the model and doing makeup, and now I was on the side and kind of a little bit guessing what I'm doing because my pose was uncomfortable, so you guys can clearly see. And I don't know, each time recording, like I recorded so many times, so many videos, and each time I have to set somehow differently, especially when I'm recording myself. That's one thing, but when another person, oh my gosh, that's where my recording drama starting. So now with clean brushes I'm just perfecting the eyeshadow placement, and the comfort I'm feeling using these brushes is absolutely amazing. Every motion is intentional and precise. Usually I like to clean and align the edges with flat definer, but with bullet brush is also great when the makeup is natural and the eyeshadow placement is not too dark, too intense. Lera's brows are already perfection, so I'm just going to brush them up and softly fill the sparse areas with my one and only Maybelline Express Brow Ultra Thin in soft brown. But for deep set and hooded eyes, brows are not just brows. The goal is lift, and that comes from creating negative space. Negative space is the area between your crease and your brow, the part that doesn't move when you blink. More clean space there, the eye looks more open and lifted. I'm not telling you to go crazy and over pluck. I mean that sometimes you can refine the brow shape very carefully or even create the illusion with makeup so the brow sits a little higher and the eye instantly looks more lifted. I know this personally, my natural brows were super dramatic and when I was younger I overplucked and ended up rebuilding them. Now apply your favorite mascara. Mine is Tarte tubing mascara and I have brown by hand, so I needed to use Maybelline Colossal Bubble, whatever it called, because I don't like it. I mean, it creates beautiful effect, but it smudges. And so this is the first intensity. Look how simple, but the impact is already noticeable. Look what amazing brush I found on Amazon. It's like, I believe $7 with taxes, free shipping. The quality of the brush is absolute high-end, seriously. This is another favorite brush from AliExpress, also like a couple of dollars, and look, it's another great quality brush. And by the way, I'm layering as a bronzer my medium brown eyeshadow base and coral eyeshadow base as a blush. It's interesting then when you squeeze a little bit on the back of your hand and spread it with your fingertip, and then it feels like, oh my god, this is too dark, this is like too, it just doesn't feel that it's going to work. But then you take the right brush and then you grab a little bit of the product and put it on the face again intentionally, and whoa, it looks amazing. It melts into the skin. It looks so gorgeous and natural, yet the pigment is just so enough that doesn't fade away. For the lip pencil, I'm using my absolute favorite Makeup Talk by Morphe. Guys, you did an amazing, brilliant job. It's like, again, $6 or $7, something like that. Crazy price for amazing quality. And I adore to diffuse it with Apex Mini. For deep set eyes, same as hooded eyes, we are doing tight lining. We put nothing on the eyelid nor waterline, or at least not too deep. We focus on the lash roots and outer part of the waterline, same as for lower lashes and lower waterline, but this we'll talk about it in a few minutes. The angled eyeliner brush is cut very intentionally. Its thinness and size are designed to fit comfortably into deep set inner corners. Even when the epicanthic fold is strong, you don't need to drag or struggle. You just stamp the brush and create a clean, beautiful inner corner point. Apex Mini can also help you with something. You can just press it against the inner corner and it will improve your shape. It's amazing. Then flip angled eyeliner brush and extend the inner corner as much as you want. For Vera, I'm not extending too much. I just did it sharp, but because her eyes are close set, I have to be careful, so I didn't really extend it for that reason. So this is the first results, and then I like to make sure that inner corner is perfectly highlighted and clean, and so I go there with Apex Maxi and translucent powder. Now we move to a mandatory step for deep set eyes, a lower lid makeup. The Apex Mini is your hero brush here. I'm picking up a small amount of medium brown powder shadow. If you have my shadow base, that's going to be medium brown eyeshadow base, obviously. And softly feathering it right under the lower lashes. Another mandatory step for deep set eyes is the lower waterline, but we do it smart way. Same rule as the upper lid, we focus on the lash roots and the outer part of the waterline. We do not feel the entire waterline. We do not touch the eyeball. When you go too deep, that's when your eyes start watering, the liner breaks down, and if you wear contacts, it can transfer, smudge, and end up on the lens. So keep it tight to the lash roots, and if you apply a little too much, don't panic. Clean the edge, then add mascara. Mascara balances it out and makes everything look intentional. I'm extremely picky about lashes. I rarely find ones I can truly recommend. Easy, beginner friendly, and they don't droop the eye. And with hooded and deep set eyes, lashes are the final step and the final chance to ruin the lift or make it unbelievably amazing, fantastic. I found this one by accident on Amazon. It's under $10. The structure is wispy, soft, natural, but still impactful. Most wispy lashes are either too heavy or too light, they disappear. This one is perfect, sweet spot. The only thing, they're self-adhesive. I'm dreaming to find the same but non-self-adhesive because I prefer on top. This can sound adorable. Self-adhesive, as a rule, must be placed only underneath, and I don't really like them for our eye shape. I still placed them on top very carefully. It was a little uncomfortable for Lera, but we managed. We managed. It's all good. Look at the lash effect. Oh my goodness, look! So gorgeous. Lera is so beautiful, and this eye makeup just enhances her unique eye shape, intensifies her beautiful green eyes, and we can already feel that transformation inside out has begun. Look at this playful little kitty cat. A kind reminder to shower Lera with compliments in the comments because she deserves all the love. Now, as we are approaching holidays, let's throw some sparkles. These are sandstone best-selling sparkles. They're fallout free. I like that intensity can be adjusted. You can have only a hint of sparkles by tap it like this, or if you want full effect, you can glide. I want the sparkles to be visible, so I'm placing them on top of the crease. You see, kind of like right under the brow. And tell me that is not good. You cannot, because it's good. And if you don't like it, what's wrong with you? Just kidding. No, but for real, it's gorgeous. Sparkles, eyeshadow bases, brushes, everything is vegan, cruelty-free. These sparkles are available in a bundle, and you should see that bundle. These sparkles are so delicate in terms of the formula. They can be layered. They are not going to crease or get chunky, when you even put glitter, you can feel how chunky it is. It's just not good. It's not classy, okay? But sparkles, they can be mixed together. You can create such a unique color stories. Now another discovery that I'm totally obsessed. I hate this word, same as literally, and especially literally obsessed, but this is exactly how I feel. These are Japanese manga lashes, okay? But it's called fairy lashes as well. This brand calls it like this. So look how beautiful is the lash effect. It's so kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh my gosh. Lera was also literally obsessed. I only placed 4 lashes till the pupil because Lera needs elongation from the pupil to the temples to balance close set eyes and to elongate deep small eyes. Okay, I can't take my eyes off. I can't get enough of Lera. Please let us know what you oh, what are you doing, Lera? Oh my god. What I was talking about? Oh yeah, let us know in the comments what intensity do you prefer. Also, please let me know what makeup styles would you like to see on Lera because I will definitely invite her. Please hype this video up as much as you can because people like us need to know that I exist. If you watched the whole video till this moment, oh my god, you're awesome. Thank you so much and happy holidays, my darling. I love you. Wish you the best. You got this, babe.